You have the, no, I have the connector if you want.
Okay, yes.
So this will take it there.
I will take it here and this will be over there.
And how will I see?
You can in the backstage as well. If you want, you can come down as well. Whatever you prefer.
With the mic?
Podium, we have a podium also, we have a collar mic also, and we have a normal mic. Fast mic.
Whatever
Whatever you
move the slides.
We'll give you a point.
Yeah. Huh.
So you can change the slide.
That's better. Okay. I can stand on the podium.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you
Do I need the next?
Yes,
Family.
And you want to give the mic also?
we have a podium for that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's
So I'll
working.
I'm a woman and a warrior. If you think I can't be both, you have been lied to, as beautifully said by Jennifer Zena. Jai Hind, and a very warm good afternoon to our esteemed guests, Ms. Manjula Subhash, Ms. Neha Pillai, Dr. Jaisin, Managing Director in TASPI, our respected faculty members, all the incredible women, and the wonderful students present here. I, Vaidhi Sharma, am honored to be your MC today and extend my warmest welcome to each one of you to the Leadership Summit 2025, held on the special occasion of International Women's Day, a gathering of visionaries and change makers shaping the future of leadership. I am honored and privileged to have Ms. Manjula Subhash with us today. Ma'am, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute honor to introduce a visionary leader in marketing and communications, a passionate entrepreneur, and a dedicated mentor, Ms. Manjula Subhash. With over 25 years of distinguished experience in the corporate sector, ma'am has led marketing and communication for some of the world's most renowned IT firms, including Hewlett Packard, Amdocs, Satyam Computers, and Publicis Sapient. Her expertise in brand strategy, corporate reputation management, and crisis communication has been instrumental in shaping the success of numerous organizations. An entrepreneur at heart, Ms. Subhash transitioned from the corporate world to establish multiple successful ventures, including Global CMO Partners, Global News Terminal, Creative Bharat, and Startup to Stand Out. Through these platforms, she has empowered over 1,000 companies with strategic advisory and business growth expertise. Recognized as a startup guru by the Times of India, she has mentored more than 1,000 startups and inspired over 10,000 entrepreneurs, CEOs, and founders. Beyond entrepreneurship, ma'am has helped top institutions develop accredited entrepreneurship curriculum. She is also an accomplished author with two upcoming books on entrepreneurship that promise to be invaluable resources for business aspirants. Her remarkable contributions have been recognized with numerous prestigious accolades, including the Stree Shakti Award for her pro bono work in India's startup ecosystem and the most recognized woman CMO award by the Indian Women Empowerment and Leadership Summit. Please join me in extending her a warm welcome. I now request Dr. Jaising to kindly felicitate Ms. Manjula Subhash. We also acknowledge the presence of Ms. Rekha Pillai, a seasoned corporate leader turned social entrepreneur. Driven by the passion for philanthropy and women's empowerment, she has over the past 9 years dedicated herself to help women achieve digital literacy and financial independence. She has also been instrumental in building the large women entrepreneurs community on Pula from the start, where her role was on mentoring startup members to effectively use the platform to grow their businesses. With extensive experience in managing large scale social media groups for women, she is well versed in providing guidance on digital business management and also a mentor to startups and who is always available to lend support. She has recently joined the VNWC team as the Chief Business Officer. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Neha Pillai. I now request our MD Dr. Jason to kindly felicitate Ms. Rekha Pillai. I request Ms. Manjula Subhash, Ms. Rekha Pillai to kindly proceed to the dais and share their views on women empowering women.
Good evening, students. Good evening, ma'am. How's the Josh? It's an honor to be here. I, I am really thankful to Arna ma'am to reach out to me, the whole leadership of the institution, and all the students who are sitting here in this evening, which is a Saturday evening, to actually be my audience, to hear my life's journey. It's a big privilege. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Next.
चल तो रहा है
Oh, this is okay. Yeah.
साउंड
Okay.
कम आ रही है
मैं कौन सा मैं कोडिंग यूज कर रहा हूँ
बहुत कम आ रही है
V2 बढ़ा दो ना
Is it that side?
रेंज कम पड़ रहा है
वो करो ना तो
Okay. So about me, most of it has been covered, but overall 25 years of experience in the corporate world. And in 2015, I started off as an entrepreneur, started with a startup mentorship organization. And till today, I have mentored close to 1,000 companies, 10,000 startup founders, and close to 1 million plus students on entrepreneurship, on marketing and corporate communication, helping startups how to create their go-to-market strategy, which is more cost-conscious. Because we all see Shark Tank, most of the startups come there only for funding, only for marketing. So I'm here to help startups out on how to create your own go-to-market strategy, which can be cost-conscious, even if you do not get funding or if you do not want to be funded. I've been recognized that the anchor mentioned it, and I've won quite a lot of awards. And I was instrumental in handling the Satyam computer crisis. Your parents will know about this company, but just a little bit. You know, in 2007, 2008, and 2009, That was the era when there was a dip. It was a recession era, and the fourth largest IT company went through crisis. Satyam Computers was the fourth largest IT company, and when the crisis happened, the government of India put in a board of directors there, and we could help the company stay sick for a while till we could find a buyer. And the buyer bought the company out, and nothing. There was not much of damage done. The more damage was done was to the founders who were behind the scam. But not much of damage happened to the clients that were getting serviced, the employees who were working. It was business as usual. Now, on the other hand, Tech Mahindra was a very small IT company. They were like 100 or 200 headcount company. So they actually adopted a daddy. Satyam was a daddy for them. So they adopted a daddy. They immediately became the fourth largest IT company. So those days we handled a corporate, private company corporate crisis so effectively. In the same time, in America, there was a company called Lehman Brothers. There's a movie, there's a biopic also that has come on this movie, on this company. So they went through crisis and nobody could really help them out. They died off, you know. Although they were also backed by the government, they were also backed by the big funding organizations. So we should feel proud that we are in a country where we can really thrive out of even crisis. And COVID is a big example. You've seen that. Okay. These are my four companies. We already spoke about it. So I'm end to end in the marketing space. So I want all of you to do one activity before we dive into what I've come here to present to you. The shunya. Shunya means zero, isn't it? Anna? So just when I say start, you need to just close your eyes, and from 9 to 0, you have to count backwards, and you have to only see or only feel or only be with the air that goes into your nostrils and the air that comes out. Okay, 9 counts. Somewhere in between, say when you reach the sixth count or the seventh count, when you're 9, 8, 7, suddenly some other thoughts will come. That time just tell those thoughts, अभी तुम्हारा टाइम नहीं है, अभी मेरा काम है बस सांस को गिनना, because ये सांस जब रुक जाती है तो everything is over, right? And we never pay attention to our breathing, right? We never pay attention to the air that we are breathing, the oxygen. We always, when we are hungry, we feel agitated, we feel angry. There are feelings for every other feeling, but we never spend time with this air that goes in, gives us life, and then comes out, right? So just do this 9 to Shunya. Okay? Start now. Close your eyes. Then slowly just rub your hands and massage your eyes. So now your mind has become Shunya. There are no other thoughts. And now I can dive into my session because then you will always remember me in your life. So our goddesses, have portrayed the strong bond of womanhood. So strong that even men worship us, isn't it? All these baby matas, even men also keep fast, Navratri ke fast, even men keep in the house, everything. So we actually belong to a culture which is powered by womanhood. So now it's just that how do we start feeling empowered? That is what we need to do. So here are my 9 to 0 because you just did a 9 to 0 exercise. So here are my 9 to Shunya. learnings that have made me feel holistic in all the things that I have done in my life. So, they say dream big to be successful, isn't it? Right? If you dream big, you will be successful. So, little bit what was not covered in my bio was that I was born in an ambulance, in an army ambulance in Pathankot. So I popped out even before my mom could go to the hospital. I survived a fatal accident where I lost my mom, my brother, sisters when I was 18 months old, but I survived. When I was 18, I had to walk out of my stepmom's home and I've never gone back till today. Okay. Um, I if I wanted a job, I did not hesitate. I just walked into the organization that I wanted the job with and I seeked appointment and I told them up very clearly that I want a job here. These are my capabilities. Tell me if I fit into anything. I'm here to work. Now it sounds very easy. It sounds very, wow, ho gaya, sab ho gaya. But it wasn't that easy. So I went with the mindset. Now, how to build a mindset, to walk into an organization and tell them that, I'm here to work. What if they make fun of me? What if they reject me? How bad am I going to feel after I get rejected? So that is where I thought that I'm zero right now, na? So what will change? If somebody won't offer me a job, I'm still going to be zero. So what else? Why shouldn't I go and just try out my luck? And when I kept trying out my luck, opportunities kept coming my way. Okay. I'm now in front of an institution which is a management institution, but I'll tell you that I'm actually 12th pass technically. I haven't completed my graduation because I walked out of home at a very early age and I had to get into earning my bread and butter. And I did not want to go back until today. I have not gone back, seen those people, I've moved on. So I did not really get a time to complete my qualification. But look at the irony. I worked in HP. When I went for the interview, I thought I was one of those bakra called for the interview where they have to look at, for one role, they have to interview 10 people. And then, that was the format, that was the process. They had to, for one position, they had to interview 10 people and then appoint one person. So I thought I was one of those bakra jisko select nahi karenge. But when I went for the interview, actually they put up two roles on the whiteboard and they said, we have these two positions available for you, choose which one you want to do. They never asked me what my qualification was because prior to that, I worked on my skills. I built my skills. I knew that, education is not going to come to me. At the same time, I do not want to do the jobs which, a 12th pass person could get. I wanted to definitely be, you know, my dreams are really big. I wanted to be a superwoman. अब superwoman 12वीं पास को कैसे मिलेगा job, right? I mean, so I had to work on my skills. So I picked up the industry that passionated me, the skills that passionated me, which was marketing. Media, actually, media passionated me. I got into media companies. I did a lot of small jobs. I started off as an intern and then, gradually grew. But I built my skills so well. And then I never said no for any job that came on my way. So if anybody was absent in the team and something had to be got done, I would be the first one to put my hand up and say, yeah, मैं कर दूंगी. Because that is how I'm going to learn skills, right? Until and unless I put my hands into that job, I'm not going to learn it because I haven't gone to a college, right, where I got books to read things from. So I elevated myself in a very early age through that. I had to be bold that time. I had to tell myself that listen, this is not the time to be emotional. पूरी जिंदगी पड़ी है emotional होने के लिए, पूरी जिंदगी पड़ी है रोने के लिए. Today I have to work on something and I have to make it right. And I think I did it. I did. So my dreams were really big. I used to watch BBC news readers and I really loved their hair, the red coats, and patakedar English unki, and I mean, initially BBC हमें मिलता था, Star TV, BBC, 2-3 channels थे. I used to really love that, and my passion was that I want to be a news reader, and I also want to dress up like this. With the head just doesn't move from here to there. You know, even when she does this, the head just doesn't move. So dreams were really big. And see, today I am one. I now do a lot of podcasts. I cover a lot of companies. I do all that. So the first learning I had was that, yeah, my dreams were big because everybody around me said, dream big. And today I realized my dream. You know, I am successful, but it took me time, right? So this is how the superwoman looks today, from how I had thought I would be to what I am today, right? So it takes time. So what is the learning is basically short-term goals are something that you need to build for yourself as you start. So I was very clear that, okay, I want to be in this industry. I'm going to learn everything about this industry because it passionates me. And then I built short-term goals for myself. At the age of 28, with all this background that I had, that absolutely no background, nowhere to bag, I booked my first 3 BHK flat. Okay, so I managed my finances really well. I did not till today, there is nobody in this world who can come and say, Manjula owes us any money. I did not depend on the world. I only depended on myself, my skills. I said, if I grow my skills, that is going to take me places. And trust me, it has. I'm standing in front of you, it has got me places. Okay. So places that the last job with MDocs, which I quit, I was literally flying private jets. You can go on my Facebook and see. I was flying private jets, and suddenly one day I told myself that ab corporate job ho gaya. Now let me start working for startups. So even taking that bold step when people said, "Arey, are you mad? You're in a great place. You're flying private jet. Who gets this kind of life?" And I said, अब इसके आगे क्या? Now I'm flying private jet. What more beyond this, right? Now I would want to see the next generation fly private jets. I want you all to build such great sustainable businesses and grow that you all fly private jets. That is going to be the biggest achievement for me. So with that motive, I started off as my own, with my own venture. And trust me, I'm doing very well today. It's almost going to be 10 years now, and it's going really well. I may not be flying private jets, but there's the other vibes that I'm getting out of this work that I'm doing. So the eighth learning is that we always hear, right? They say, trust in yourself, only then they will trust you, isn't it? I also heard this a lot. I said, yeah, I'm trusting in myself. I'm trusting in myself. But yeah, there are some times that I have failed because people have not really trusted in me. And what upsetted me was when I would think that they don't trust me. So then I changed the mantra for myself. And I started doing this. I said, trust in yourself, only then you will trust others. Because I mean, if I have to wait for somebody to trust me, that's his job, not my job, isn't it? I have built myself so well with the skills and everything. I have come to this position and I have to still wait for somebody to trust me. I don't want to do that. Now, if I have built myself that strong that now I should be able to trust in others, that helped me actually create great teams in my organizations. Even when I was with corporates, I was leading positions, so I had a lot of teams who would report into me. This is what I did that time. I said, I don't have to wait for them to trust me and give me that respect and, uh, madam me or, all that. I said, no, I have to trust in them so that I build them more effectively and they are able to deliver what is given to them and they also move up the ladder in their careers. So this is this eighth mantra. Seventh was knowing your edge. Now, like with the background I had, obviously education was something that I was doing as a continuous process. Till today, I do that. As a continuous process, education is coming to me. So knowledge. So knowing your edge is nothing but it is knowledge, right? You need to know your edge. That means you need to know what is your space that you want to be having knowledge about. You can't have the knowledge of everything. You can't be, in 10 things, trying to master 10 different things. You have to find out two to three niche things, niche skills that you want to build on and move from there. And those skills, as you move on, will again start multiplying and evolving. So you don't have to have the fear कि अरे अभी मैं वेब डेवलपमेंट सीख लेता हूँ, अभी मैं ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग भी सीख लेता हूँ, अभी मैं एप्लीकेशन डेवलपमेंट भी सीख लेता हूँ, ई कॉमर्स भी सीख लेता हूँ. नहीं, just choose the skills that you have, that interest you, that aspire you, and just pick that up and work around it. That's it. Two to three things you pick up and just go with that. So always know your edge. Know what is it that you want to do. Find it from inside of you. Don't ask your friends. Only you know that. Your friends don't know that. Only you know that. So each one of you just find that out of yourself and then move with that. Intuition is the key of all problems. Everybody says intuition is the key of all problem solving, right? But the problem is that we have never understood what intuition is. We always say, मेरा मन कहता है, मेरा दिल कहता है, isn't it? मेरा दिल कहता है मैं ये कर लूं, but मेरा मन कहता है मैं ये कर लूं या मैं ये नहीं करूं, right? But every time we forget the gut feeling. We say, right, this is my gut feeling. I have to start my entrepreneurship. I know I'm going to be successful in this. Isn't it? So it is not just the job of mind and heart, it is also your gut. And gut is where the intuition actually comes from. वो एक स्पार्क आपके थॉट प्रोसेस में आता है जब आपका कहीं कुछ एक स्ट्रॉन्ग व्यू पॉइंट आता है जहां पे वो बोलता है कि भाई मत कर, बट फिर भी 10 लोग बोल दिए करो करो करो, आप घुस गए, आपने कर दिया और अल्टीमेटली आप फेल हो गए और फिर आप रिमेम्बर करते हो अरे मेरी गट फीलिंग थी कि मत करो, पर फिर भी मैंने किया क्योंकि आपने माइंड और हार्ट को सुना तब, राइट? बिकॉज यू डोंट वांट टू अपसेट द पीपल अराउंड यू. सो हार्ट, एंड माइंड, अगर 10 लोग बोल रहे हैं तो ये लोग सब सही बोल रहे होंगे, है ना? हम ऐसे ही सोचते हैं. बट नहीं, आप अपने आप को समझो. इट्स टाइम टू स्टार्ट नोइंग योरसेल्फ and go with your gut feelings and start identifying what that gut feeling is. Aaj easy hai mera bolna, but you will experience that when you start thinking of problem statements, when you start looking at problems and you want to create problem solving statements for those problems. That's where you will start experiencing gut feeling, and that is called intuition. And once you actually master usage of intuition strongly, you will see there is not stress, but there is good stress, and then there is distress. So then you will exactly know कि I need to stick to good stress because that's elevating my mood and moving forward. It's for even the smallest of problems that you will face in your life. Always go with your gut feeling, and when you learn that you are all by yourself, you are all independent, even after you have children. I mean, I have two boys. Even after that, I have my own life. I don't let them interfere in my life. If I wake up early morning 2 hours ahead of they waking up, that 2 hours I do not want to be disturbed. And I make it very clear to them. I'm giving you the rest of the day, na? So अभी मुझे चैन से चाय पीना है तो मुझे पीना है. So don't come and disturb me. Go back to bed. So you have to be strong. You have to show your position. You have to prioritize yourself in front of all the people you love also. You have to ensure that you do not give in. The minute you start giving in, everybody will take advantage of you. Everybody in your home, the people you love, are going to take advantage of you. So you have to always learn to have your time. You have to have you as priority. Okay. So many times, I have made it very strict in my house. I'm not that a strict mother, but I still say that when I'm sitting with my friends and having a tea party with my friends, and my younger one who's very young, obviously he wants to cling on to the mother all the time. So I always tell him, when you go down to play football, now I'm also going to come down to play football with you there. I'm going to embarrass you in front of all your friends playing football with you there. Then he gets the message that, yeah, I don't need to disturb her. So, find humorous, funny ways to communicate with your family. Become joyful. Have that nature in you. किसी को कुछ बोलना भी है तो उसको आराम से ऐसे वर्ड्स ऐसा कम्युनिकेशन यूज करो कि उसमें उसको मैसेज भी मिल जाए और बुरा भी नहीं लगे यू नो and that will only happen when you start thinking about yourself. All these things will fall in place when you start thinking about yourself, when you start prioritizing yourself. You will find ways how to handle difficult relations also in your life if you start prioritizing yourself. So we finished that. Okay. They say we must be a learner all our life, isn't it? जब तक आपका last day नहीं आता तब तक you keep learning. In life you have to be a learner. But in my life, the kind of challenges I faced, I did not have to proactively think of learning. Because मुझे इतने धक्के मिले, इतना challenges मिले life में, learning तो automatically ही हो रही थी, isn't it? So when you have difficult situations, when you see a lot of tough life ahead of you, or you have problems that you see in छोटे से बड़े जैसे भी problems, automatically वो एक learning curve हो जाता है, because आपको उस problem से निकलना है, आप बिना सोचे ही आपका learning शुरू हो जाता है, problem से निकलना है, isn't it? Only thing which we don't proactively do is be a teacher, isn't it? Even if you're not a teacher, be a teacher all your life, because there is going to be the next generation who wants to learn from your life's experience, like how you people are sitting today to hear my life's experience, right? What am I going to get out of this? But I want to share it because that's the pride I feel of sharing my life with you people. And similarly, as you keep moving forward, you also need to be standing on the stage. There is no word called introvert and extrovert. ये सब ना ऐसे ही है, fad है. There are not any words called introvert. I am introvert. I am extrovert. You look at an introvert's Instagram, he's more extrovert over there. So forget these words. Today is the time to shine in front of the world, because the world is standing there outside your campus ka gate with their hands wide open. Okay? So when you people graduate and go out, that world wants you people there. So have that pride in you and shine high. कोई introvert extrovert वाली चीज नहीं है. Communication skills अच्छे करो, आप extrovert बन जाते हो. Isn't it? It's just skills. Somebody says मुझे बोलना नहीं आता. It's just skills ना. Enhance कर लो ना. बोलना आ जाएगा. Isn't it? So always create lot of memories, lot of milestones in your life. Like how I told you, right? I mean, I don't even remember the day I was born in the ambulance, but I told you a story. I mean, it's a true story. So I told you that, how life started off for me, right? Like that, you also, each one of you have a great story. If you go with yourself, see, you have great stories. Even if they are stories of failures, even if they are stories that are, not so impressive that you feel, are still stories to take to the world. So start journaling start writing a journal, start writing your story. People say, na, write 10 times, I want to be rich, I want to be rich, I want to be rich every day. Instead of that, start writing your story. See how your story becomes such a beautiful story as you keep writing it, as you keep moving and keep writing it, that it will actually become a great story for the world to know. And each one of you have that in you. Because हम सब अपना कर्मा लेकर हम यहाँ पर पैदा हुए हैं, और हम सबके पास एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है. पेरेंट्स की होगी, पेरेंट्स के बैकिंग की होगी, कहाँ से आए, क्या हिस्ट्री, आगे क्या किया हमने लाइफ में, कैसे हमने स्ट्रगल्स को पार किया, सब स्टोरीज होती हैं. छोटे से छोटी स्टोरी, बड़े से बड़ी स्टोरी. मुझे पहला बाइसाइकिल मुझे कैसे डिफिकल्टली मैंने अपने पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करके खरीदवाया था, वो भी एक स्टोरी है, और वो भी एक स्किल है, isn't it? और नहीं दिया उन्होंने तो हाउ डिड आई कोप अप विद इट, कि अगर उन्होंने बाइसाइकिल नहीं खरीद के दिया मुझे, हाउ डिड आई कोप अप विद इट, वो भी एक स्टोरी है. isn't it? Know your worth. So we are in this world where women are also going to earn. Like I told you, I booked my first flat when I was 28 years old. I was so empowered. I was so proud of myself, you know. And I didn't have to go Dindora Pito outside. I didn't want external people to come and do shabashi for me. I was doing my shabashi, you know, because it's a big thing. It's a big thing that I was able to manage my finances so effectively. And you know, my younger son was asking me, how were you in maths when you were a kid? And I said, maths was the worst subject, you know, I hated maths. And but today I'm absolutely very good in calculations because it's my money. I know how to calculate my money. I know how to do multiplication. I know how to, you know, keep my books up to date. So it is nothing to do with what is your favorite subject to what, you know. So always remember, we are all as women going to be bread earners, you know. Now, bread earner doesn't mean that you will be head of the family. There will be 10 bread earners in the family. Yeah? So everybody will be earning. By the time you people get married and go, now my elder son, he has a girlfriend, but he has a you know, future mother-in-law who does these things. Now she's also earning. She has entrepreneurship, right? So ultimately, everybody is going to be earning. But the only thing is, how are you going to be managing your finances and growing your personal assets? And know the difference between liabilities and assets. That is very important. दुनिया को दिखाने के लिए आप 25 साल की उम्र में BMW खरीद सकते हो, खरीद लोगे लोन पे. Does that make sense? Or you take a loan and buy a house. You may not land up living in that city. My house is in Bangalore. I hardly live there. But I'm getting rentals here. I feel very proud. कुछ नहीं, मैं कुछ भी नहीं करूंगी तो घर पे बैठ के मुझे रेंटल्स तो मिल रहे हैं ना. So I planned it out so well, right? And before time I closed my loans, I had no liabilities. No liabilities at all. Now I can buy a BMW, isn't it? So I drive a BMW now. So it's all with my own money. So be very cautious about your finances when you're earning. Know when you have to jump from one job to another job, multiply, go back to your financial sheet and see what is it that the other company is offering you in terms of skills and growth in your career, but also in terms of the money that is going to come into your banks. Invest smartly, slowly, consistently, right from the beginning, you know, in your whatever things that you want to invest in. Many of your parents will be good guides on where the investment should be. You know, my Nana Nani came to Punjab from Lahore after partition. My Nana was in the British Army, and then he moved into Indian Army. And you know, they moved after partition from Lahore to Gurdaspur. Now, when they came, my nani says that, you know, when suddenly they told us in our village in Lahore that आप सबको निकलना है, तो हम सब, she was young that time, you know, she was newly married that time, so you know, उनको suddenly बोला हम सबको, आप सबको निकलना है, जितने हिंदू लोग हो आप सब निकलो और उधर पंजाब की तरफ चलो, I mean इन भारत की तरफ चलो. तो उन्होंने क्या लेकर आए, वो एक पोटली लेकर आए, बट उस पोटली में ना सोना लेकर आए थे. They invested in gold. You know, the women in the house used to buy gold, not to wear and show off. They used to buy gold investment only so that it can come handy during difficult times. तो वो जो भी लेकर आए थे वो सोना लाए थे, जिससे उनको फार्मलैंड मिला एंड वहां से वो अपनी जिंदगी रीस्टार्ट कर पाए. Okay. So my nani, you know, she always told, when I was growing up and all, she always taught me this. She said, always have small part of your income go towards gold investment. Even if, you know, we are young people and we say, hame itna sona, itna golden color pehna pasand nahi hai, and we don't go and buy. Don't buy for that. You can buy as an investment. So always invest in gold. And with the latest new update on the news that came, Indian women are the highest gold asset owners in the world. You know that? You read that? So we have to take the tradition forward now, isn't it? We have to. Anna, we can't come second now. We have to always be on the top. So always in your income, also be smart in investing some amount of money towards gold because it grows over a period of time and it comes handy when something difficult comes in your life. And that is also one thing which I continuously did. So if I earned 10,000 rupees, I used to have a 10,000 rupees go into, if I earned 10,000 rupees, I would have 1,000 rupees go into a kitty with a small jeweler. एंड मुझे कुछ नहीं खरीदना होता था तो मैं कॉइन्स खरीद लेती थी. अब मैं थोड़ा कॉइन से ऊपर बिस्किट खरीदने लग गई हूँ क्योंकि आपने कहीं तो शुरू किया था ना, isn't it? अब आप 50 के होकर फिर आप फिर से कॉइन से शुरू करोगे तो आप कब तक बिस्किट तक पहुंचोगे, isn't it? है ना? तो आप आज ही शुरू करो, छोटे से छोटे कॉइन से स्टार्ट करो और धीरे धीरे ऊपर बढ़ो. ओके, so financial consciousness is very, very important. And that's why, I don't even ask my husband for money, yaar. And he doesn't even ask me, where have you spent the money? Because I'm so independent and we still have a great family. We still are raising two boys up. My boys also know that, इस घर में ऐसा कुछ नहीं चलता, ये मेरा पैसा, ये तेरा पैसा. यहाँ पे सब कमाते हैं. So they also learn that and they also grow in that culture. So, have that kind of, and you will find that kind of partners also in life. When you make yourself so perfect, you will find perfect people coming to you, which is what I learned in the next. Know what you don't know. So many times, अब हम कैंटीन में बैठते हैं and we say, यार मैं इस बार ना ड्राइविंग सीख ली, है ना? दूसरी बोलती है हाँ मैंने भी सीख ली. तीसरी बोलती नहीं यार मैं शुरू की थी बट थोड़ा बैंग हो गया बट फिर मैं डर गई और फिर मैंने सीखना बंद किया बट अभी मैं जाऊंगी तो मैं सीखूंगी. मतलब क्या है, हम डिस्कस भी कर रहे हैं तो हम स्ट्रेंथ ही डिस्कस कर रहे हैं हमेशा, है ना? माय पापा इज सो स्ट्रॉन्ग, isn't it? We always are discussing strength. I am so strong, I can do this, I can do that. What we don't pay attention is our weaknesses. So now your strength is always going to be there. It is not going to go anywhere. It will always be there. What you need to start focusing on now is your weaknesses and keep updating your weaknesses to strength. हर छोटी से छोटी चीज में आप अपनी वीकनेस उठाओ उसको स्ट्रेंथ बनाओ, वीकनेस उठाओ उसको स्ट्रेंथ बनाओ. एंड वो प्रोसेस ना ऑल योर लाइफ चलेगा. मैं भी मैं अभी तक भी कर रही हूँ, वीकनेस को स्ट्रेंथ बना रही हूँ, वीकनेस को स्ट्रेंथ बना रही हूँ. Because this is life. This is life. These are the pages of our life. We have to keep doing something impactful in our life every day because this day that goes away will never come back. So don't wait for tomorrow to start anything. Start small, start today and do it. Now, how many of you are on social media? All of you are. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Nice. How many of you did a post on LinkedIn this week? Nice. Still, many hands could go up. How many of you actually comment proactively on great posts on LinkedIn? Even less numbers. So now tell me, what is social media? Or, forget about Instagram and Facebook. By the way, I have like 100K followers on Instagram, so you can follow me. But I will focus more on LinkedIn. Why? Because LinkedIn is a platform that's going to be where you can highlight your leadership qualities, your professional qualities, and attract more new opportunities for you. Because today, all companies' HRs are sitting on LinkedIn. Every company has a LinkedIn page. Okay, every top company to a startup company, first thing वो करते हैं website बनाने से पहले LinkedIn बनाते हैं. Okay. When I started my entrepreneur journey 10 years back, till then to now, I have not spent even a single paisa on marketing. I just go on LinkedIn and I say, I'm here to do this work. If there are any companies looking for this, kindly contact me. And I get leads. And मेरी गाड़ी चल रही है. मुझे marketing करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. So that is the impact of LinkedIn. So you people have to be proactive on LinkedIn. Now don't call yourself in the titles. How many of you have put your title as students on LinkedIn? What have you put? Okay, very nice. So you have to put the niche that you are in, and you have to ensure that those niche are aligned to the keywords that people will search on LinkedIn. Okay, be smart on that. Now, second is you have to collaborate with people there. It is called social network because we are human beings. We are social. You know, हम दूसरे की खुशी में खुश होते हैं, दूसरे के दुख में दुख प्रकट करते हैं, isn't it? है ना? हमें कोई फीलिंग आती है हम जाके डाल देते हैं. So there you have to always be proactive. Otherwise सामने वाले को क्या लगेगा मेरे साथ लोग engage ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. आप भी कल को कुछ पोस्ट डालोगे and if you will not find too many people engaging on your post, then why are you there? It is a social platform, right? You need to engage with each other. So forget about what others have to do. Like the first thing I told you, what others will, trust in yourself, then only others will trust in you. उसको change करके बोलो, trust in yourself, only then you will trust in others. So there you start. Always, your leadership puts a post, your college puts a post. Today it's the zamana of chat GPT. Just go to chat GPT, create a nice caption, and always make your visibility present in captions of all these activities that are happening in your college. एक लाइक से कुछ नहीं होता. लाइक एक्चुअली लाइक और डिसलाइक और ये जो बटन्स है ना वो हार्ट और insightful and all that, उसका कोई एनालिटिक्स में आता ही नहीं है. एनालिटिक्स में कमेंट्स मैटर करते हैं, फॉलोइंग मैटर करती है. These are the only two parameters that matter. बाकी कुछ मैटर नहीं करता. So now use these two things. Just giving a like and heart or insightful, it doesn't work. वो तो add on है, वो तो आप दे दो. उसके अलावा create smart captions. Use chat GPT. See, AI is come here to stay. You people are blessed that the era of 1900 to 2000 did so much of disruption that you are born in a technology age, isn't it? हमने तो एक्चुअली लैंडलाइन फोन देखा है. मैं स्कूल में थी जब लैंडलाइन फोन आया एंड हमारे में 4-5 लोगों के पास ही था क्लास में. हम एक दूसरे को ब्लैंक कॉल्स देते थे, वो हेलो बोलते थे, हम फोन रख देते थे. हमने तो वो जमाना देखा है. फिर पेजर्स आए, हमने पेजर्स भी यूज किए जो एक्चुअली व्हाट्सएप का एक गैजेट पे होता था कि नाउ यू कैन सेंड टेक्स्ट एंड मैसेज द अदर पर्सन. पेजर से फिर हमने फोन भी देखे, अलग अलग तरह के मोबाइल फोन्स आए. हमने ब्लैकबेरी यूज किया, बहुत अच्छे से यूज किया, बहुत सालों तक यूज किया और हमें अच्छा लगता था. तब हम एक्चुअली 90 आवर्स पर वीक करते थे बिकॉज हम लोग ब्लैकबेरी पे ईमेल्स तभी हम. तो आजकल जो लोग बोल रहे हैं ना, दिस लीडरशिप आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 90 hours a week is not good. We have done it. They are और हमारे जमाने के लोग हैं ना जो बोल रहे हैं, नारायण मूर्ति एंड ऑल हमारे जमाने के हैं ना, हमारे लीडर्स थे ना वो. So we have done it ना. So that's why we are saying it. So वहां से फिर आपके स्मार्टफोन्स आ गए हैं. पहले ना इंटरनेट कनेक्ट होने को 1 घंटा लगता था और एक अजीब सी आवाज आती थी पीछे से जिसको हम बैठ के वेट करते थे. तो कभी भी कनेक्ट हो सकता था. So we could not take our eyes off. Today, wherever you walk in, you're connected. So you people are born in a very digital age with technology. But that generation, I mean, that whole era of 1900 to 2000 gave you so much of disruption, so much of technology, so many new things, fast roads, fast cars, everything. I mean, I remember my dad had a standard Fiat car और हमें जब डिनर के लिए लेकर जाते थे वो, तो we knew कि अब वो ढलान के बाद जब हम ऊपर आ रहे होंगे ना, हमें कार से उतर के धक्का मारना पड़ेगा कार को. तो हम प्रिपेयर्ड होते थे. आप लोग करोगे ऐसा? आप करोगे? अभी आपके पेरेंट्स बोलेंगे गाड़ी से उतरो और धक्का मारो, बट हमारा वो प्रोसेस था, हमें वो करना पड़ता था, क्योंकि हमें पता था हमारी गाड़ी ऊपर ढलान में ऊपर आ ही नहीं पाएगी, हमें धक्के मारने पड़ेंगे. But we enjoyed our time here. We enjoyed that life also, right? Now, the only thing that this era did not focus much on was we destroyed the environment for you. Two big world wars. We destroyed cities, beautiful cities that were made by man, right? So many wars happened. Germany destroyed so many cities in the Second World War. We destroyed the nature. Today, crude oil is less because the fishes are less in the ocean. That's why they are not dying. That many fishes are not dying on the bed of the ocean, which can go down and become crude oil, right? So we did all that. Now what you have to do? हमने ये सब किया. अब ये करने के बाद ना, we are happy. We gave you smart home, smart internet, everything. We are proud about it. I know that we messed up the environment, and we don't have time for it now. We can't fix it. Another 20-25 years we are going to be active. और ये 20-25 years में अब मैं BMW चलाने वाली हूँ. मुझे environment से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. अभी लेना देना होगा आप लोगों का. So now you people have to build professions, businesses, or within your businesses, the companies that you're working for. So, entrepreneurship is very wrongly perceived terminology. When we say entrepreneurship, everybody thinks ये जो अपना business शुरू करने वाला है ना, ये वो है. नहीं, entrepreneurship is also intrapreneurship. That is, whichever company you join, you need to have the entrepreneur mindset to evolve that company from one place to the other place. That's why a lot of big companies have R&D centers. That's why even Apple has a big R&D center, and Steve Jobs always spent more time of his with the R&D kids, right? Because he wanted to see where the future of the company would be. So you are, even if you join any company as an employee, you're still an entrepreneur, a part of entrepreneur. Okay? So you have to have that mindset. So now whatever we have messed up in the environment, try to see that you fix that. I know you can't stay without the AC. I know you will not be able to stay without fast cars. Will you? फिर से bullet cars चलाना चाहोगे? नहीं ना? So you still need this comfort. Now it's your time to innovate with this whole luxury and comfort that you have. How to still be sustainable? How to still be protect the environment, protect the water, protect the air, protect other animals on this planet. Now that is all on your shoulders. So when Modi, our PM Modi says that India needs to be, India will become superpower by 2047, something like that, right? So he's not saying that message for us. He's saying that message for you people. Because you people have to make India superpower by then. Because after 2 years from this campus, you are going to be in the corporate world. You are the ones who are going to be driving the economy of this country. Okay? Failure, I touched upon it. Failure is not opposite of success, it is part of success. So, treat failure, learn from it, grow, move forward. Every time you fail, if you failed in a big situation in your life, always think it's when you come out of it, it's the rebirth. So rebirth, everything from shunya you can start, isn't it? Zero se start karo. No baggages then, isn't it? And positivity. Now a magnet will only attract iron, right? It will not attract aluminium, other alloys, brass. Nahin, na? It will only attract iron. So be a personality like that, which can attract the right partners in your life, the right people in your life, who can match with you. एक magnet के साथ match होता है ना iron का, isn't it? So always be that strong magnet. Make your own personality to that level that it attracts the right partners. And that will only happen when you start looking at yourself and improving yourself. You will start seeing that the right people are walking into your life. And that's what happened in my life, with all whatever. I did not have anybody from my family to back me up and all, but I had the world standing for me because I attracted the right people and they all elevated me. They all picked me up और मुझे आगे बढ़ा के यहाँ तक लेकर आए हैं. So always remember that you should stay very positive and attract the right people in your life. And शून्य में अब इतना सब करने के बाद I have come to this point now, शून्य. So be the dharma in your brand. Now what is a brand, right? Or what is any product? Now what is the dharma of an apple? The dharma of an apple is when you cut an apple, उसका color change होता है. You have to eat it before उसका color change हो. That is the dharma, ना? Isn't it? Right? ऐसे ही हर brand का धर्म होता है. एक ब्रांड लोगो होता है, एक यूनिट होती है, उसके कलर्स होते हैं, उसका डिजाइन होता है, एक टैगलाइन होती है, सब होती है. ऐसे ही हम भी एक ब्रांड है, हमारा भी एक धर्म है. So clear out your slate, take it to शून्य and start creating a new brand for yourself. Start uplifting yourself. ब्रांड का क्या मतलब होता है? ब्रांड का मतलब यही होता है कि कोई वो ब्रांड को देखेगा, रजिस्टर करेगा और अपलिफ्ट होगा वो ब्रांड, राइट? People will give business to them. People will identify them. कहीं दूर कहीं कोई बैनर देख लिया तो people will relate to it, right? That's how we want to do even with our own lives. We also have to become those brands, and we have to have a purpose. Very important. Like I said, find your niche, work towards it. Create a outreach program for yourself. Right now, your outreach program is your LinkedIn. Get effective on LinkedIn, start a newsletter of any interest. That if you're in the marketing field, start a newsletter on marketing. If you're in HR, start a newsletter in HR. A newsletter will stay there forever with you on LinkedIn. Start something small today and be consistent. 2 घंटा हफ्ते में तो हम दे सकते हैं ना LinkedIn को, isn't it? इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं, 2 घंटा in a week, isn't it? And then that will help you spread to all directions. You will see that it's not just the local surrounding that is coming towards you, but you will find people from different parts of globes also getting connected to you. Okay, I have a clip of. So you all saw the Olympics? Yes. No, it was really nice to see all these sports people, and we always think that these sports people who are there in the Olympics are been playing that game right from a very young age. That's what has made them so expert in that particular game that they have come to Olympics. Now imagine if there is a boy who has some problem with his limb. Okay, and the doctors tell him that sports is absolutely a no-no for you. But he grows up thinking that I need to go represent my country in Olympics. He grows up and comes to your age and he's still not been able to identify which sport. Okay, imagine he's still not able to identify which sport, but he has come to your age. And then he finds a sport and he works around it and he represents his country in Olympics. So this is a really nice biopic of an Olympian. You people should watch it. So can we play this? Volume.
कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा ना.
I think you have to connect my laptop with the audio port.
Yes. Like this. Bluetooth है ना. Bluetooth नाम के एक पता है साउंड क्राफ्ट है. वो पता है कि मिलना चाहिए.
यहाँ पे ब्लूटूथ यहाँ मिलता है.
Any questions? जब तक वो सेट होता है. Guys, you can ask, Chanakya said that you must always be inquisitive in life. You must ask a lot of questions and seek answers in life. Some answers you may not get here when you are asking the question, but if you ask that question, somewhere in your life, sometime, you will definitely find the answer to that question. So you must always ask questions. And there is no question which is silly question or intelligent question. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है.
मैकबुक से ऑडियो कनेक्ट नहीं होता
Any question?
नहीं तो भी ऑडियो नहीं आएगा माइक लगाओ ना उसके ऊपर
How did you like my session?
मैं बता रहा हूँ
So are you going to practice that 9 to 0? If you practice that every day, you can start from 9 to 0, then have multiples of 9 to 0, then you can do 29 to 0, and eventually you can do like 99 to 0. So what happens in that is that your mind becomes empty of all the rubbish that is going in our mind. Sometimes there are a lot of things that are sitting in our mind that are not really important for us.
ऑडियो ही चेक कर
So then your mind, when it gets uncluttered, when you clean your mind completely, that's when you can start filling it up with the right things that you want to do in life.
ये तो करो
So this practice of Shunya will help you do that. And yeah, it does happen that when we move, I'm sure Sir will agree that when we move,
बॉक्स लगाना है
when we get elevated in our age also, we start moving towards meditation and all that, and we start giving all that dhyan.
प्ले तो करो वीडियो
But I think it is a great practice. If you people, because when we start now at this age doing meditation, then we ask ourselves a question, यार ये मुझे पहले क्यों नहीं पता था? I would have won the world if I knew how to meditate in my younger age. Okay, so try doing that. That's how you will capture your mind.
प्ले करो यहाँ से इसमें वॉल्यूम आ ही नहीं रहा इसमें चेक करो सर मैकबुक में नहीं यूज नहीं किया
Okay, so this movie is called Eddie the Eagle, and this movie is about this guy who, from childhood, he wants to go to Olympics, and there's a very interesting scene of his when he's a kid, and his mom gives him milk every day in a cup, and वो नीचे milk का वो ring बन जाता है ना, so every day on the dining table, the tablecloth, every day he puts the mug in such a way कि वो Olympic का
मैकबुक में
logo
ऑडियो कनेक्ट
बनता
नहीं
है.
होता
Every day he puts it very strategically कि वो Olympics का logo बने. So इतना उसके अंदर था कि मुझे Olympics में जाना है. But सोचो, it took him so long, like me. I wanted to be a superwoman, but then it took me so long to become a superwoman, right? तो वैसे ही उसके साथ भी हुआ कि he had that dream. वो बचपन से बहुत सारे sports में घुसा. In spite of having a problem, the doctor told him you can never go into sports. In spite of that, he did not give up. And उसको कोई बोलने वाला भी नहीं था, उसको कोई गाइड करने वाला भी नहीं था. उसका बस खुद से ही था, because he was so much involved with himself that he knew I am capable to do something. And he did that. So I think we'll let it go. You people can watch this movie. You have this weekend, and then you have the Holi wala weekend. Holi wala abhi holiday, right? Oh. Then it's okay.
अरे तो ऑडियो वहाँ भी नहीं आ रहा
ना. So guys, you can connect with me on LinkedIn.
सर इसका कोई जुगाड़ है
There are more nice movies that you can watch, especially on women empowerment. There is a nice movie called Devil Wears Prada. You seen it? Nice movie, no? You can watch it again. Then have you seen Zero Dark 30?
चालू करो ना, चालू करो, कोई
The
दिक्कत
boys have watched it. The girls?
अरे करो तो सही साहब.
Girls need to watch it more because the person who found Osama bin Laden's home in Pakistan was a girl.
For as long as I can remember, it's been my ambition to become.
Eddie, you are not an athlete. I just needed to find the right sport. Britain hasn't had a ski jumper since 1929. I think he's ski jumper. I'm gonna break his neck. The time to start jumping is when you're 5 or 6. I heard you were a champion, so I was thinking maybe if you give me a few tips. Give up. There's one for free. Watch this guy, number 2 in the world. And he knew what he was doing. It's not actually going to jump, is it? You're not going to give up, are you? Don't you want me, Eddie? You gotta do this for real. Our strategy will best be described as ugly but effective. The Olympics is associated with certain qualities: excellence, achievement. They have no desire to associate with defeat. You're a disgrace to the sport. Good. Personal best! And we're a disgrace! Mr. Edwards, the job doesn't count. Because you just changed the rules. Don't I have a right to represent my country? No. My dreams turned into a nightmare. It's the world that doesn't want to know you. So what's new? The British Olympic Association is trying to stop me. I have to do this. And I still want to hear your story. I was kicked out of meeting when everyone's toying with my chance to prove myself. I take jumping very seriously, nearly as much as proving people wrong. Where do you think you're going? The Olympics. I thought you might need this. Higher than you jumped before. Faster than you before. You can break bones. You're lucky if you can walk again. Is your coach, I think you're crazy. Is your friend? Fine. You ready to eat?
Okay. So just put my last screen up so that after this, yeah. So please get connected to me. No, after this. These are other movies that you can watch. I already told you. Get connected with me on LinkedIn. My YouTube channel is Creative Bharat by Manjula Subhash. I have a newsletter on LinkedIn. Please, get connected. Just go Manjula Subhash Nair. You will find me on LinkedIn. Okay. Thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an inspiring session we have just had. Ma'am has not only shared her wisdom, but has also ignited a powerful conversation. Her journey, insights, and lessons like dreaming big, taking risks, trusting yourself, knowing your edge, and many more. We'll try to inculcate this in our professional journeys ahead. Let us take these learnings forward, support one another, and continue to break barriers together. And remember, when women uplift each other, we create unstoppable momentum for change. On behalf of everyone here, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, ma'am, for enlightening us today, and we eagerly anticipate your next visit to our campus.
Yeah, why not now? Hey, cheese.
लाइव कर रहा